This is a short video of two of my quilts, the black hole design and the happiness quilt. This first picture shows to scale how big these quilts are compared with the ruler. I've only made this a short video. It only includes two of my quilts. I've made a huge quantity of quilts over the years. I can't feature them all, but I just want to talk about these two particular quilts. I started creating patchwork about 38 years ago, and I hope you'll enjoy this experience of just having a glimpse of these two lovely hand-sewn patchwork quilts. Just grey on this one actually. I've also made use of some very glitzy, shiny, metallic silver stripe fabric, silver stripe on white, and I've used it in different way. I've used the stripes in different directions, can be seen as I draw this camera around the quilt. Love the colours in this quilt. The colours are lovely. It's very bright, cheery, emerald greens, yellows, sunshine, but unfortunately this big dark hole in the centre. Just going to draw around this quilt. There's the colourway is based on six colours really. There's starting with this orange here. Say for example, if I demonstrate the orange, you'll find that orange is repeated in 6 different colourways here, a straight line down here, centre of rosettes there, diamond there, and 2 rosettes here. The same amount of colour with 6 colours is being used all around the quilt. I'll demonstrate it again. If we look at the primrose yellow, it can actually be seen all around the quilt in different ways. Here we have the 5 little diamonds here, going round to the straight line at the bottom here, centre of the rosettes there, and the diamond there, and 2 complete rosettes there. Gorgeous quilt. Really love this quilt. Really love it. Despite the memories I have from when I made it, I still love it. Yeah, I'll just pan around it a little bit more. Right, this is a view of the happiness quilt. It's a big quilt, quite a big quilt, made out of 1¼ inch hexagons. That's 34mm hexagons, each side measuring 34mm. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's called the happiness quilt because if you look at the overall design, you'll see it's actually got 4 hearts in it. 2 black ones, 2 white ones, and 2 cream ones. The design actually is a squared hexagon, if that makes sense. The colours in it are were inspired by an old army quilt I saw once in the Crane Gallery in London, and the old quilt that was beautiful, absolutely beautiful, little tiny medallions of triangles, hexagons, squares, were made of much smaller pieces of fabric than these. They were made of the old war uniforms taken from the Crimean War. Sergeant Major Thorburn, I think it was, who designed the quilt. This design represents nothing like the quilt that he made, but the colours were certainly an influence. I just loved the grey, the cream, the black and the khaki colour. I also wanted a bit of sunlight in it, so I put the orange in it. There's only orange in 2 places. top and the bottom. My memory of creating this quilt really in the late 1980s was